Hi, everyone. This is Dr. Joe with Bits and Pieces. I wanted to share with you today a bit and piece about how the struggle to hire a traumatic grief informed counselor is real. So, we have an ad out looking for a traumatic grief counselor, and we ask one of the interview questions that they have to respond to is, in your opinion, what's the best way to help someone you're counseling who's experienced the death of a child? Just to see if they have an understanding of traumatic grief. And this person responds, the best way to help is to create an understanding of big picture spiritual and karmic lessons. Let's just say we won't be hiring that person. And in fact, in one of the studies that I've published with colleagues, one of the things we found was one of the most unhelpful things from a counselor, from traumatically bereaved people, is the attempt to find meaning in their loss, the attempt for the counselor, him or herself, to find meaning in their loss. That doesn't mean that grieving people don't, at some point when they are ready, discover purpose or meaning in their lives again, or even perhaps in their loss. But that is not for them, the counselor, to impose on someone else. That's something for someone to come to on their own time, in their own way, and in their own space. Otherwise, it's emotional colonizing, in my opinion. And so, can I say how much I really appreciate the counselors we have here at the Sella Care Farm on staff? Because there is none of this bullshit about karmic lessons that they're going to try and teach someone. There's no spiritual bypass happening here. This is that's just a new age version of the give it to God. God has a plan for you. And in the medical community, it looks like I have a diagnosis for your mental illness. It's just colonizing other people's experiences within whatever system feels like they have to marginalize people who are suffering and add to their trauma and suffering. And I won't accept that. And if it feels like it insults your soul, I encourage you not to accept it too. You don't need to buy the nonsense that they're selling. You don't need to do that. Compassion for all beings. Thank you for listening. This is Dr. Joe with Bits and Pieces.